What it do, people? What's going on with y'all out there? It's your boy JB tapping in for NFL free agency special edition of Sports Talking with JB. I know this is an impromptu episode. Y'all weren't expecting it, but like I told you before, when we ended season 4, you never know when I'll pop back up, when you least expect it. But today, it was mandatory for me to jump on here tonight. So without further ado, man, make sure y'all tap in right now. If you're watching, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sports Talk with JB. If you're on Twitter, holler at your folk, jump in the chat. All my people out here on Instagram, I'm on Instagram Live right now. Make sure you follow us, Sports Talk JB. And I'm good to go. I'm ready to go. Man, it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. Free agency frenzy is what it's been called. And this is my first time actually doing an impromptu show to talk about it. I took notes all day. I got my notes right here, man. The best of my ability, I may have missed something within the past 30 minutes or so, but I'm here for you, and we're going to go and get down with it. I'm not going to keep y'all long tonight, man. We're probably going to go about 30 minutes. I got a lot to talk about. Y'all might know I got the Carolina Panthers shirt on. That was my team I picked last season because Bryce Young, support the young man Bryce. It didn't go as well, you know what I'm saying? Bad season for the Panthers. They had the worst record in the league. Gave the first round pick to the Bears because of that stupid trade they made. But we ain't going to talk about that. I'm going to leave all that alone. But tonight, it's all about free agency. And I'm going to start this thing off right here with the very first one. Breaking news, it happened last night while the Lakers was playing, while I was watching that good game. Breaking news from Adam Schefter. Russ, he going to the Steel City, baby. Going up there with Mike Tomlin. Russell Wilson has signed or planned to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers 1 year, $1.2 million. But that ain't the kicker. The kicker is the Broncos still have to pay him $38 million. So he working really, the Steelers got to steal, so to speak. The Steelers got to steal with Russell Wilson because you got a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a veteran, who's still good. I mean, everybody talking about he was washed. That man ain't washed. He had a great season last year. Not a great, I ain't going to go that far. Hold on. Let me backtrack. He didn't have a great season, but he had a good season. His numbers and Mahomes' numbers were pretty much the same. So take that with how you want to take it. Russ is not done, man. I believe this is the best situation for him. With Mike Tomlin, he's got stability in Pittsburgh. He'll be able to let Russ cook to a certain extent. They got a great defense. Najee Harris, great running back. They got that other young kid, I can't think of his name off the top, who's running that thing. You got George Pickens, who's he can be one of those breakout receivers, man. George Pickens could possibly be the number one receiver if he gets his head right in the game. Extremely talented. Deontay Johnson, I heard, was on the trading block, so we'll see how that goes. But the Steelers are probably the perfect fit for Russ if he would just want to go in there and work, get the job done, try to get them boys back to the playoffs again and go further into the playoffs. Because mind you now, the Steelers made the playoffs last season. They made the playoffs. I don't know how they did it. They started like 4 different quarterbacks, but they made the playoffs. So let's see if Russ can cook. And I saw a meme out there earlier. They talk about soon as Russ start winning, he going to be like, still got it. You know what I'm saying? Or still that Inca. You know what I'm talking about? But we'll see how it go, man. I think it's a good fit. We're going to see if Mike Tomlin can get Russ together and vice versa, and they can do something with it. All right. That was last night. The big news of the day. Breaking news. Kinfolk Kirk Cousins done signed a big deal with the Falcons. I talked to a few Falcon fans. They didn't too much like it, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, it was the number one quarterback in the free agent market, man. Now, he got a 4-year deal, $180 million, $50 million guaranteed. No, I think 50 million with the signing bonus. He got like 85 million guaranteed. But old Kinfolk Kurt finna cook, man. My only concern about this deal is that he's 35 years old. Okay, they gave you a 4-year deal for a quarterback coming off Achilles. You know what I'm saying? So Kurt wasn't the most mobile quarterback, but he could make things happen with his legs and, if the play break down. Remains to be seen. He could throw the ball. He was the best option for them besides a young man named Justin Fields, which I will talk about in a little bit. But Kinfolk Kurt, that's a lot of money, man, for him. Shouts out Nick Beasley in the chat, man. Roster, yeah, it makes sense for both sides. ATL Hope, yeah. Hey, Quavo them happy though. Quavo already said they got ice for days. They called him Kurt Frost. They call him old Kurt Frost. And yeah, I think it's a good. Let me see. Look. Oh yeah. What's up, my boy G Man? My boy Alvin in the on the Instagram. 90 million guaranteed. My bad. 90 million guaranteed for Kinfolk Kurt. I think he's gonna be all right. We gonna see what it happens. We gonna see what it do. But I would have liked to have Justin Fields over there, to be honest with you. I would have loved to have Justin Fields over there. You make that trade. Fields could have been had for a 3rd round pick. The word on the street is he could have been had for a 3rd round pick. Why not pull the trigger on a young quarterback who can catch stride over there? You got Arthur Smith, who was the offensive coordinator. No, he was the head coach with the Titans, but he's got offensive coordinator experience. He's the new OC. You got Raheem Morris, the new head coach. You got all those weapons in Atlanta: Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I don't know, man. I feel like this move would have been a little better if it was Justin Fields. But I ain't gonna sneeze on the Kinfolk Kurt right now. I ain't gonna sneeze on it. We gonna let it do what it do, because the NFC South can be had. It can be had. And as you know what the Bucs have done, you know what the Saints are capable of doing, and the Panthers, you can say what you want about them. They rebuilding. So you got to give them time to rebuild. Kirko Chains in the ATL about to cook with the young. Yeah. Hey, Kirko Chain. Hey, for real. I like that. But yeah, I mean, we gonna see what Kurt do, man. Like I say, my only concern is the 4 years and coming off that Achilles, man. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Here go another big one right here, man. This is big. Hot out the press today. The first running back to make that move. You got the Eagles signing Saquon Barkley on let me see what his deal is. 3-year, $37 million deal for Saquon Barkley and the Eagles. Leaving the Giants, going to a division rival. You hardly ever see that. He had words with Tiki Barber. They had some little words on social media, and he was talking about you dead to me. Man, Tiki Barber, you pushing 50 if you ain't already 50. Stop arguing with this young man. Let this man, y'all didn't want to pay him. The Giants didn't want to give him his money. You know what I'm saying? Go on about your business. Tiki Barber, you need to stop that, man. You stop hating on this man for getting his money. If the Eagles wanted to pay him, hey, much love and respect to him. But Saquon is in a great position. And I tweeted this early. If he can stay healthy, him, Jalen, they got that offensive line revamped. You still got A.J. Brown, got Smitty. You know what I'm saying? If you can get you another slot receiver in there, and then you got Dallas Goedert, your tight end. Man, if Saquon can stay healthy, he's an upgrade from what you already had. So I feel like they could put themselves back in position to make the Super Bowl once again. But let's see what the defense does. They're going to have to get better on defense. I'm talking about the Eagles right now. They're going to have to get better on defense. And we're going to have to see. Cornerbacks, maybe they draft Terry Arnold, Kool-Aid McKinstry, or one of them good DBs in the draft. I don't know, man. We're going to have to see what they do in free agency also. They did get somebody else. But I got a whole list of guys I'm going to go down, so we'll get to it. Let's go to the next guy on the list. My favorite, my boy, Josh Jacobs, man. I'm so happy about this. I'm so proud of Josh Jacobs. I did not want him to leave the Raiders. I'm sure Antonio Pierce didn't want him to leave the Raiders. But the money got to be made. The money got to be made. Josh Jacobs, 4-year, $48 million deal with the Green Bay Packers. Ladies and gentlemen, he's probably the highest paid running back right now. He's probably the highest paid running back. You getting $12 million a year for Josh Jacobs. The running back market is sold up right now. You're not going to get more than about $12, $13 million as a top quality running back. Josh Jacobs still young. He had an excellent year 2 years ago. Injury played year last year, but he still toted the load for the Raiders. They didn't appreciate him, so he had to dip. And Green Bay came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting this. Nobody expected this. This was the big wow of the day. When everybody saw it, they was like, wow, Josh Jacobs. And Aaron Jones got released. We'll talk about Aaron Jones in a minute. He got released. But you got Josh Jacobs right there. I think Green Bay need to get that offensive line together. But they were one of the top rushing teams in the league. So you got a good young running back that you can build with Jordan Love. And I think it will be great, man. It will be a great fit. Josh Jacobs in the pack made so much sense, man. Young, not in his prime yet. Thank you, Nick Beasley, in the chat for that. Makes so much sense, dog. So that was one of my favorite moves of the day, man. I'm so proud of Josh Jacobs. I met that man when he was at Bama. No, when he left Bama and he came to the A-Day after he was with the Raiders, I think, of his rookie season. I got his autograph. So, Josh Jacobs, man, I appreciate that. If somebody can reach out to that man, and I can get him on the show or something, man. For real. But I'm so happy about that. What's my next move? Let me go to my next one. I'm going down the list. All right, we got Tony Pollard signing with the Tennessee Titans. This is a good move. This is a good move. Derrick Henry's no longer with the Titans. So you got, I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. I think it's going to be Will Levis time. They got Hopkins at wide receiver. The Titans are not a playoff contending team, but with the right moves, they could possibly get back to it. Tony Pollard, this is a good move. You got Tony Pollard for 3 years, $24 million. That's $8 million a year. He had a decent season with the Cowboys last year after coming off that injury. And he's from Memphis. He played at Memphis. I watched a little video of him and his family earlier today. His daddy got a barbecue business down there in Memphis, I believe. But, yeah, that's a good fit right there, boy. He's going to play in Nashville. All the family can come to the game. Let me see what my boy Alvin say. Dallas Turner. Yeah, I want Dallas Turner. Yes. Yes, I want Dallas Turner on them Falcons. That need to be the number one pick. I mean, the first round pick for the Falcons, Dallas Turner. So we'll talk about that when the draft comes. But yeah, that's decent for Tony Pollard. I mean, $8 million a year. That's some good money. You back at home. You can really carry the load for the Titans. And I ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't got no problem with that. Here go another one. You got DeAndre Swift. The Bears swooping in. I think this was last night or earlier today, probably last night. DeAndre Swift, 3 year, $24.5 million. So he got about the same money that Pollard got. It's pretty good. Swift had a great year. He started out great. And I don't know, the Eagles just stopped giving him the ball for some reason. But Swift, he's a good running back. The Bears hasn't had that back that could carry the load like they had in the past. It's not too much to pay, $8 million a year. A lot of people saying they overpaid. I'm not sure about that. I like Swift. He's still got a lot left in the tank. Him and Jacobs probably around the same age or whatnot, but I like that pick. I really like that pick. No, Jared was not going to pay Pollard, and we know that. But we got one guy that he might pay. I'm going to talk about him later. So that's the running backs. Here's one more running back. I'm going to go and scroll all the way down. And this just happened about 30 minutes ago. Austin Ekeler, breaking news, signed with the Washington Commanders. Great pickup for Washington. He got a 2-year, $11.4 million deal in his backloaded. He will get most of it in the second year. Austin Ekeler probably I think he's like 30, 31 years old. Good pickup, good fit because they got Brian Robinson Jr. B-Rob is the lead back. Austin Ekeler is going to be that change of pace back. This man catches 100 balls a year. He catches 100 balls a year. So Austin Ekeler is a great, depends on who your quarterback is. Washington need anything they can get right now. Anything they can get. So this is a plus. Great signing for the Commanders. And they got the number 2 pick in the draft, so we'll see what happens with that. All right, let me scroll back down. I think that's all the running backs for now. Big news right here. Chris Jones re-signed with the Chiefs. 5-year, $95 million. This had to be done. This had to be done. Chris Jones was the leader of that defense in the Super Bowl. These Super Bowls they won, Chris Jones, Mahomes, Kelsey, and Andy Reid. Those are the core 4 for the Chiefs. You have to keep those guys. But L'Jarius Sneed, I think he's going to test the trade market or whatever. He didn't like the notion of him getting tagged in with the franchise. He asked for a trade. I think they may let him get a trade. I don't know, but L'Jarius Sneed, one of the best DBs in the game right now. Chris Jones had to be paid. He had to be paid for real. So I think that's a good move right there for the Chiefs. That's a move that had to happen. Let's see what else we got. Baker Mayfield re-signed with the Bucs. Good move right there because they got Mike Evans, brought him back on a 2-year deal worth about $25 a year. You got Baker Mayfield, 3-year, $100 million, $50 million guaranteed. That's good money for Baker. He wasn't going to get that nowhere else. So that season he had, leading them boys to the playoffs last year, beating the Eagles, him and Mike Evans having that camaraderie, that got him paid. So he need to thank Mike Evans, even Todd Bowles to a certain degree for taking that chance on Baker Mayfield because he was probably almost out of the league if he wanted to sign with the Bucs. He signed with the Bucs. He bet on himself, and now look at him, $100 million contract. Good for you, Baker Mayfield, because I didn't believe you either. I didn't believe you, and you made me a believer. Yo, Baker's good. Yeah, he a good quarterback, man. I doubted Baker, but I can't doubt him no more. The boy got it. He got his bag. Now, if they don't make the playoffs again, hey, he got their money, so, oh well. That's the thing with the Bucs. That's the thing now. Y'all know I rolled with the Bucs the whole Brady era. They had to spend the money. So if you got money in the vault right there, you got to spend it on somebody. They're probably not gonna pay Levante David or Devin White. So you made sure you got Mike Evans back in the fold. Gave him some money so he can retire in the next 2-3 years. Now you got Baker Mayfield. Let's see what happens. Let's see what you can do in the draft. Let's see if you can make a few tweaks here in free agency. You just lost some cornerbacks. You lost Sean Murphy Bunting. Just lost him. You lost Carlton Davis in the trade to the Lions a few minutes ago. So you got to get that back end together on that defense. But the offense is gonna be okay. So that's all I got for the Bucs right now. Another big pickup. My favorite number, 69. Yeah. Landon Dickerson, baby, number 69 for the Eagles to re-sign the contract. He is getting 4-year, $84 million, $50 million guaranteed. That's some hell of a money, boy. That's some good money for Landon Dickerson, boy. Built by Bama. Yes, he is. I know he went to Florida State at the time, but he was built by Bama. So, Landon Dickerson, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Get your money. And the Eagles did right because Jason Kelce retired. So, you can't lose Landon Dickerson. And he was going to command that type of money in free agency for the beast that he is on that front line. So, we'll see how it goes. We definitely going to see how it goes. Let's see. Mac Jones. This ain't no free agent signing. This happened yesterday. This was a trade, man. And a lot of people, they happy for Mac because he going home. He from Jacksonville. He going home to the Jaguars. But I'm not happy for Mac Jones. You going home, but you going to bag up. You going to be a bag up. You going to hold the clipboard for sunshine. You're going to be the bag up quarterback to sunshine. Trevor Lawrence. All right? So if Trevor Lawrence gets hurt, Mac Jones will probably get in the game, play some games, and kind of work his way back up to being a starting quarterback. But I don't even know how much money Mac Jones get. It don't even say. I know he got traded, so I don't know, man. It's kind of, at least he going home. You know what I'm saying? At least he going home. That's all I got to say about that. But I don't like it. I don't like the move at all. But I'm going to tell you a move that I like. Another trade that happened a couple days ago. Jerry Jeudy going to the Browns. I love this move right here. He got traded to the Browns from the Broncos for a 5th and a 6th round pick in the draft. Yeah, I like this. So you got Jeudy and Amari Cooper on the same team. David Njoku, who played like prime Shannon Sharp late in the season. Flacco going back to the couch. I hope Deshaun Watson is healthy. I hope he ain't going to no more massage parlors. I hope he got his head on right and he ready to play, because this Cleveland Brown team is extremely talented. And now you just added one of the best route runners in the game. He's still young. He hungry. He got an attitude. And you put him with the Browns? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What Nick B to say? You feel? Yeah, I feel bad for Matt. Patriots did him wrong, man. I kind of blame Belichick for that too. I do blame Belichick for what happened to Matt, but hopefully he can redeem himself. But yeah, I love that move, man, for Watson and them Browns. No excuse. Yeah, no excuse for Watson. Let's see what happens, man. It's gonna be exciting. That AFC North is really exciting. You got Russ, you got Deshaun Watson, you got Lamar, and you got Joe Burrow. Woo, that might be the best quarterback division in the NFL. If you think about it, that might be the best quarterback. You got Burrow. Let me say it again. Joe Burrow, who done been to a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, who got 2 MVPs. Deshaun Watson, national champion. Got all the college accolades, but he was great starting off his pro career. He gonna bounce back. And then you got another Super Bowl winning quarterback in Russ, Hall of Famer. Man, the quarterback room in that AFC North is something to be reckoned with. So y'all stay tuned about that. I love this one. I love this one right here. I love this one for my Panthers. They just signed Robert Hunt, offensive lineman, one of the best young offensive linemen in the league. From the Dolphins, he's coming to the Panthers, and he getting that moolah. 5-year, $100 million, $20 million a year. He won't hit 20s every year. And I ain't talking about them 20 spots, them $20 million every year. And I think he probably got a $50 or $60 million guarantee. Robert Hunt, hey, if y'all probably don't know, he's not a household name, but he's a big boy. And I feel bad for Tua because he's losing a good one. But I feel good for Bryce. So this is a good start for the Panthers. They get on the right track. So I love it. I love that big pickup. Nick Beasley say, as a Dolphins fan, I do not like this move. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for the Dolphins fans out there. So sorry, but moves had to be made and money had to be paid. So, hey, it is what it is. Let's move on. Who we got next? Who next on the list? Oh, yeah. Bama boy, Xavier McKinney. He finna get that bread too. McKinney signing to the Packers in free agency. 4 years, $68 million. Woo, that boy getting that bread, boy. I love it from Xavier McKinney. He's great. All-pro, Pro Bowler. Big pickup for the Packers. They needed the back end help. McKinney needed his money. Match made in heaven. Match made in heaven. I love this. The Packers might go to the Super Bowl. The Packers might go to the Super Bowl. I said it here first. They in the discussion of them top 5 teams in the NFC right now. So let's see what other moves the Packers make, man, because they got some money. They spending like that. They got some bread. So let's see what happens. What's next? The Eagles. Another good move for the Eagles. Now, this is a low-key good move for the Eagles right here. Bryce Huff. He's an edge rusher from the Jets. He getting 3 years, $51 million. Great move. Great move. Y'all might not know Bryce Huff. He ain't a household name, but he was an impact player for the Jets. The Jets had one of the best defenses in the league. but the offense was hot garbage. So the defense couldn't muster it up every single possession. But Bryce Huff made an impact. He's coming to the Eagles. The Eagles got what they needed. They needed some edge rush. They needed some penetration coming off the edge. They needed now they need to get some linebackers. But oh man, that's a good under the radar move right there. Nick Beasley, happy for him. He get out of New York. Yep. Anybody who can get out of New York right now, hey, I'm happy for you. I can't blame you. Go get that money, young man, and go make an impact on the team. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's gonna do. All right, I got a few more. Let's see. Let's see who's next. All right, this look like Gabe Davis. This Gabe Davis right here. He was with the Buffalo Bills. He's going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3 year, $39 million. It's a good move. I ain't got no problem with that because Calvin really probably on his way out. So you bring in Gabe Davis, who had his moments with the Bills. Let's see what he can do over here in South Florida. I mean, 3 year, $39 million. That ain't bad. That ain't bad for Gabe Davis. I mean, that's about what I thought he would get. So let's see what he can do with Trevor Lawrence or Mac Jones or whatever they got going on in Jacksonville. Because this team right here was so disappointing. Man, they got, I'm telling you, shouts out Tony Khan, Nick Khan, them Khans. Not Nick Khan, but Shad Khan, I'm sorry. The Khan family, y'all got to get it together because y'all got expectation now. Jacksonville got high expectation. So y'all better do something before do something. All right, let's see. What else we got? There's another big one right here. The Colts, they got a deal with their number one receiver, Michael Pittman Jr. He was up for contract. They gave him 3 year, $70 million, $46 million guaranteed. I don't think he had a great season, but you kind of didn't want to lose him in the free agency market because don't nobody really want to play for Indianapolis. Let's be honest with you. You got on Anthony Richardson in the draft. You drafted him too high, in my opinion. He coming back off that shoulder surgery. We don't know what he's going to be next year. All right? So you got to lock in your good players and hope you can do good in the draft this year because the Colts, they're one of them fringe playoff teams, almost made the playoffs last year, but they did not make it. And look at the Houston Texans in that division. They took the bull by the horns and took the division from the Colts. So let's see what the Colts can do in free agency and in the draft. Let's see Nick Beasley. It's a solid move for Davis. Yeah. It's all right. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that move for Gabe Davis. Or this Michael Pittman move. Michael Pittman got that money. He got that money. So I ain't mad at you, bro. Here go another one right here. I love this one right here. Matt Wilson. Shouts out to the Gump. Hometown boy Matt Wilson. He got him a little paper. He's moving on from the Patriots to the Arizona Cardinals on a 3 year deal. $12.75 million. He can make up to $15 million in incentives. Good move for Matt Wilson. He tweeted out them bird emojis. I thought he was going to the Eagles, but it turns out he's going to the Cardinals. And I like that. I just saw Matt Wilson about a couple weeks ago. So shouts out Matt Wilson. Good move for you. Get your paper. Go over there to Arizona and make some moves, make some plays, and be an all-pro so that money can keep going for you. I like that move right there. I think I skipped over one. This is a little mid move right here. I call this that mid-grade right here. Gardner Minshew, quarterback. He's been to a few teams right now. Y'all may have remember him from Minshew Mania a few years ago. He signed to the Raiders, 2 year. Let me see what Minshew at. 2 year, $25 million. Bag-o quarterback. That's good for bag-o quarterback money. That's good. So Gardner Minshew, I don't know what the Raiders gonna do. He may start at the quarterback if they draft. Let's say they draft Michael Penix, or not Michael Penix. Let's say they draft J.J. McCarthy. Let's say they draft a quarterback in the draft, and then Minshew just be a bridge. He's not going to start the whole season. Trust me. You in Las Vegas. You need a big star. Gardner Minshew ain't it. He's not it. But he's a smart quarterback. He's capable of winning you a few games here and there, but he's not going to take you to the promised land. And he's not going to put asses in seats. That's why I think, I'm going to say this right here. Justin Fields needs to get traded to Las Vegas. Antonio Pierce need to get on that phone. I don't know who, if you on here, I don't know. Antonio Pierce, get on the phone with Chicago right now. You see the quarterback market that dried up. Everybody seeing to get their quarterback. You better get on the phone. Try to get Justin Fields, offer a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick, and get Justin Fields in Las Vegas. Because you need something else. You need an attraction. You need a good young quarterback who can, put asses in the seats and keep everybody from going to them them Vegas residents, whatever them concerts that Usher and Wu-Tang and all them were doing. You bring Justin Fields over there to the football field, and y'all gonna make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs with Justin Fields on the team. Mark my words, because you got the Chargers in that division. Harbaugh first year, everybody expecting Harbaugh to do big things. I don't know. It remains to be seen. And then you got the Broncos, who gonna be trash. I'm gonna say that right now. The Broncos gonna be trash because they're losing a lot of players. And then who else? The Chiefs. Okay, the Chiefs gonna be who they are. But the Raiders could possibly get a wild card if they get Justin Fields and a couple more pieces. They might need another running back too. So I don't know. I think that's a good spot for Justin Fields, in my opinion. Let's see. Another big trade. Breaking news right here. Breaking news, big trade. Did it show up? There we go. Brian Burns. I hate to see him leave Carolina, but he was not happy last year. They were talking about franchise. No, he didn't want to get franchised. Y'all know how the story go. Brian Burns then got traded, y'all. And let me put the trade details on the screen right here, man. Shouts out to Sheena Quick. Shouts out to Sheena Quick. She got the details. Panthers traded Brian Burns to the Giants for a 2nd round pick and a 5th round pick in this year's draft. Burns is becoming the 2nd highest paid defensive end. 5-year, $150 with $87.5 guaranteed. Woo! That boy getting that paper. That boy getting that guap. Shouts out Brian Burns. Hey, he's a hell of y'all. He might not see, like, y'all might not know him. Y'all might not know Brian Burns. Look him up. Panthers fans know him, and they hate to see him go. But he wreaked havoc on your opposing quarterback. Now, the Giants, man, they got him. They got Thibodeau. They got Dexter Lawrence. The Giants got, oh, boy, that defensive front. I feel sorry for Dak Prescott. I feel sorry for Jalen Hurts. I feel sorry for whoever Washington quarterback going to be. Because them boys going to raise hell in your backfield. So you better get some offensive linemen to block them. Brian Burns going to be a Pro Bowler next year. Mark my words. He done got his money. He done got up out of Carolina. I don't think he was happy with the organization, to be honest with you. The Giants, their organization is not great, but he got the money. So, hey, more power to you, man. And I got, I think I had one more on the list. Or did I do everybody? Hell, I think I did everybody. Let me check again. So now we on Derrick Henry watch right now. We on Derrick Henry watch. Ladies and gentlemen, I tweeted out earlier. I said, it's either the Cowboys or the Eagles for Derrick Henry. As we know, Saquon Barkley's with the Eagles. The Cowboys lost Tony Pollard. Who's left? Aaron Jones got released. So, in my opinion, I'm going to say Aaron Jones goes to the Ravens. Derrick Henry goes to the Cowboys. Or it could be vice versa. Henry might want to go play with Lamar. And then Aaron Jones to the Cowboys would be another good fit. You know what I'm saying? So, because he loved playing against the Cowboys. Every time he played Cowboys Stadium, he eat up the turf. Every time he played the Cowboys Stadium, Aaron Jones eats up the turf. So, it's either Aaron Jones to the Cowboys or the Ravens or Derrick Henry to the Cowboys or the Ravens. Look out for the moves right there, because the running back, ain't no more running backs out there. It ain't no more running backs out there. Everybody seems to be going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's been big moves made. It's been small moves made. Gus Edwards left the Ravens. He went to, I think he went to the Chargers. If I'm not mistaken, Gus Edwards went to the Chargers. Antonio Gibson, who was with Washington, he went to the Patriots. It's been a lot of small moves on top of those big moves I talked about. So just watch out for Derrick Henry with the Cowboys or the Ravens. and then watch out with Aaron Jones with either one of those teams as well. Devin White is another linebacker, good veteran linebacker. He's a free agent. I don't think the Bucs gonna pay him what he wants. He may end up at a team. I think the Eagles should, if they got some money, maybe the Eagles. I don't know, but somebody need to go and get Devin White because he still got some juice in the tank. Chase Young, I don't know what he got left. He coming off that injury. He did okay with the 49ers, but they're not gonna bring him back. He's a free agent. Calvin Ridley's out there, y'all. Calvin Ridley. He started off good last year, kind of slacked off. I don't think he had much chemistry with Trevor Lawrence. He may be looking to go elsewhere. And then you got T. Higgins, who pretty much asked for a trade. He don't want to be franchised. So T. Higgins is the number one wide receiver right now on the market in the trade value. But the number one wide receiver in free agency right now is Calvin Ridley. So let's see where these guys may end up, man. I mean, it just started today. None of these could be signed until Wednesday. But today is the legal tampering. That's why we get a lot of notifications all day long about this player going to this team and the contracts and all that. Because them agents are working. They working overtime and they still working. I may have missed some while I was on here. But I guarantee you, majority of the free agent work I done already said on this podcast. And I appreciate y'all for listening, man. I appreciate that. I may get on here once again, probably not talk about this, but we got the NFL draft coming up. We got March Madness coming up in basketball. So expect me next week to jump on here talk about March Madness. We got bracket challenges. We got a lot going on. We got A-Day coming up. Let me post that on the thing right now. A-Day is coming up 3 p.m. April 13th on ESPN. We got the spotlight. Make sure y'all come on out there to Bryant-Denny Stadium. Pack it out. Be there early. Roll Show podcast in full effect. Shouts out to the Bama Standard. And I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'm about to go watch Monday Night Raw. I don't know about y'all. I'm missing Monday Night Raw. But I had to jump on here and do this. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this right here for anybody who missed it. And just stay tuned. Keep them notifications on because you never know when I'll pop up with another podcast special like this. All right. So, with all that being said, man, it's your boy JB, and I'm out.